All right, so you're ready to record your first podcast. Do you have a microphone? Who's going to distribute for you? Do you have a studio? What about the editing? All right, everyone relax because I think I have the answer. Anchor app. Yeah, Anchor. It's free. They distribute Spotify, Apple, many more. There's creation tools that allow you to edit and create your podcast from your phone, your laptop, or your personal computer. And the best thing of all, girl, you can make money no matter how many listeners you have. So the answer is simple. Get Anchor. Anchor FM app. Go find it now. Tell them a seat at the table sent you. So I went to church and I fervently prayed for breakfast. And seems as though nobody's pulling up. So I've come back to my old faithful, which is to deliver the news in a timely manner at this here kitchen table, live from the Bronx. It's a Seat at the Table podcast. Burr, 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 burr. Oh, yes, the air horns are back, bitches. Because you know what it is? It's 2020. Yes. Oh, it's so good to be back with the congregation. Let's just be honest. While everybody else was taking podcast vacations and the such, no. A Seat at the Table was very much still active. We popped out at your party. Okay. So, all I'm here to say is we consistent, bitch. Oh, Happy New Year. Yay. And for all you bitches that still say Happy New Year's, you probably still think it's Valentine's Day, right? It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, okay? Which is coming soon. I don't even want to get into that. Yes, I am your hostess with the mostest. It's Gail. I'm back at it again. Yeah. So yeah, I did actually go to church this morning. So that is probably why I am on 10. But you can find a Seat at the Table podcast on Instagram, a Seat at the Table pod, all one long word. You can find me on Twitter at Galanda, GAILANDOADA. Wait, I feel like I'm spelling that wrong. GAILONDAADAMS at Galanda Adams. Yes, at Golan. It sound like it's spelled like a sound. It sounded like a spell. But by the way that some of you motherfuckers spell, let me just go on ahead. GAILONDAADAMS. All right. So much going on. So much to talk about. Okay, so how was your new year? Mine was pretty uneventful. Shout out to all you hoes that were traveling. Shout out to all the girls who, went to the kickbacks and did the party thing. And, all you girls that are late to the party. Because the real party is discovering the love of Jesus on New Year. That's the real party. Bed Baptist. Oh yes, honey. Oh, what a party. What a foretaste of glory divine. When you can just lay your head on your pillow and just really think today is just another day and tomorrow I'm going to wake up in a whole new decade. And I'm going to fool myself into thinking that tomorrow starts a brand new life. But you know what? Shout out to all you girls that still do, and guys, and gentle whores too. That still, you lady mans, the gentle whores, all of you who still do New Year resolutions. Now, I'm not really big on the resolution thing because I just feel like every day is a new day. At any point in time where I want to do something, I'm going to just go ahead and try to do it as opposed to waiting for a specific time or threshold to act on my life. But, yeah, I didn't do much for New Year. It was kind of uneventful. How was the holiday? For many of you, this is kind of like back to reality now. This weekend signifies, or the weekend being over, signifies like it's time to get your head back in the motherfucking game, bitch. Okay? You're going to show up to work tomorrow and your ass ain't going to know how to do a motherfucking thing. You ain't going to remember your passwords. You ain't going to remember the key combo. You ain't going to remember shit. Just remember how to get to work. And honestly, if you can do that, I feel like we're on to a really great start. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh my God, you guys, I got into some really fantastic TV over the holiday. Nothing crazy, just a lot of reruns. I actually am so behind on so many shows, but to be honest with you, like I'm a little bit showed out. Like, I'm a little tired of the shows. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I have been, and you know, we talk about this all the time. So this is nothing new for us because we're friends. But like, I've been waiting for like just something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something I could really sink my teeth into. And I'm just not finding it out there until last night, bitch. Oh, yes. Lifetime Network, you can always count, not without my daughter, bitch. You can always count on Lifetime to give you a little something to wet your palate. Well, last night was Hopelessly in Love, the Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Andre Rison story. Did any of you guys catch it? Woo! What a story. Plot twists everywhere. First of all, girl, I don't want to give away too much because I still think that there is opportunity for you to watch it. Lifetime also aired the I believe like the second part or an addendum or something to the R. Kelly story, which quite frankly, I did not watch that. I'm pretty R. Kelly'd out for the most part. I don't really think that there's any like new information that they're going to be giving us that's going to make anybody say like, well, now that's a plot twist. You know, I think it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be young girls. It's going to be, you know, what have you. So I get it. Okay. And he's still locked up as far as I know, right? Isn't R. Kelly still locked up? I don't know. But at any rate, back to this Lisa Left Eye Lopez story. So I just want to give you a few like wet your, like, you know, wet your lips a little bit. Okay. So I was around for many of you might have been a little bit too young to really recall the time that Left Eye and Andre Rison were a thing. But I recall distinctly them being a thing. I remember the tattoo that she had of his numbers on her arm. I remember her kind of physically going through a little bit of a transformation where it seemed like she got a little bit skinnier, a little bit more jaunty, if you will. And I also remember her burning the house to the ground, and that there was this really amazing MTV special after that, after her time in the halfway house, and Vibe did an amazingly saucy cover with TLC, and they were featured in these kind of firemen's regalia, and Lisa had the fire hose. So I mean, they definitely made a lot in terms of the TLC branding and career to that relationship, and how they kind of used that to springboard, because at the time, I think Crazy Sexy Cool had just launched when she burned down the house. So it was definitely an interesting time. If you remember Waterfalls, the video, Left Eye was not actually even featured in the video. And at the time, it was one of the most expensive videos because they had, I think F. Gary Gray had directed the video, and there was some like water technique-y shit done at the end, and they were chasing the waterfalls, whatever. Anyway, that's aside from the point. The point is, I did not realize that they had such a volatile relationship. Now, I know there was cheateration and a little beateration, but I didn't know that Tupac was involved. Oh, yes. Tupac and Left Eye were a thing. Now, here's the got you, though. Tupac and Left Eye were a thing, but they were never intimate. Yeah. And this is all word of Tupac. This is all word of Lisa Left Eye. This is all word of her family. This is all word of Suge. Because yes, another plot twist. Suge is also involved in this relationship. So, I love the way that Lifetime kind of dug into the histrionics of Lisa Lopez as a person and of Andre Rison as a person. And I have a definite newfound respect for both of them in terms of kind of all that they had put up with and battled through to achieve the level of fame that they both did in their respective careers. I definitely have more of an affinity to Left Eye. I didn't know that she was practicing the Santeria. Girl, bitch, she had a spell. She had a literal witchcraft on Andre Rison, bitch. Yes, she did. And his sister was not here for it. His sister wanted to bust Lisa's ass. And to be honest with you, it seemed like his sister still want to fuck Lisa up, okay? Watch the documentary. It aired on Lifetime. It's called Hopelessly in Love, featuring Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Andre Rison. So very interesting. So another week, another interview. The interviews don't stop, you guys. I'm actually pretty fucking tired of them at this point. I wish we could just talk about you. Do we have to talk about me? All right, fine. Honestly, one of the things, and I think I've mentioned this before on this very same show that we have right here, but one of the things that I have come to realize in this whole process of trying to find another job is, be careful when you are in certain power positions. Be careful of how you treat people, the impression that you leave on people, and just the thought process that because of your current positioning, what that will mean in the future. It's definitely interesting to me in my own life to kind of look down and kind of view myself from an outside perspective to see that I am now getting opportunities from people who once worked for me. And not worked for me, but worked with me and maybe at some point reported to me or whatever the case is. So it's definitely interesting to see that and to see how that is all playing out. I am definitely someone who prides herself on just being cognizant of the people that you meet on the way up, because you never know what's going to happen to your ladder and if you will always be in the position that you're in the up. So I say that to everyone out there who is listening, who is in, seemingly probably great positions right now where you'll never think that life will turn around and you may need the person that you were once above. You just never really know where life is going to take you. So just be careful of that pride and that hubris that you seem to wield around like a sword. I know a lot of you are popping and give the impression that you're popping because you never really show your struggle plate on social media. And I appreciate that. And as well as I understand it, but I also know that a lot of that shit is tomfoolery. And, just be careful out there, y'all. Be careful how you playing your hand out there, because you never really know. A lot of things has happened politically this week. Because bitch, I wasn't involved in this shit. But your president did decide to go ahead and attack the second highest ranking official in Iran and kill him, or in his words, to quote him, he deleted him. And so now it seems like we are going to war, and Twitter and black social media period, wasted no times on the quick memes, including a future meme for toxicity purposes only. and several what you're going to do when you go into the World War III parties and what have you. Only later to be thwarted by a young man who I don't want to misquote his name. I want to say that his name on social media is at King